Alright, hello everybody and welcome to an unboxing with Zizo and Anthony. We actually had an unboxing on Friday and a build. It was a late stream. We streamed until 3 a.m. Central. Yeah, and so today we've got another thing to unbox, and next Monday we should have something just as exciting, or maybe a bit more exciting. Give a bit of a heads up. So it's shipped already. It should arrive sometime this week. Or actually, because of 4th of July, I wonder if it'll even arrive this week. But it should arrive by Monday. So next Monday, if all goes to plan, we will be unboxing a Cutouts number 160. And sent by Eamesbird. I don't know if he's here today. Same guy who sent me the Fjell that we're going to be unboxing today. And also the polycarbonate Singer that we recently did. And what else? He sent me some other stuff before. I can't remember now. Chokan, hey. Good to see you here. Used that wallpaper on my phone before. It's nice. Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, it was just on Wallpaper Engine, and so it kinda. Let me see if I can show you guys what it looks like. Let me see. So we can change the display. See, so it's kinda animated, sort of. Okay, yeah, so let's say hi to everyone. Champalan 14x71, Rope, Purple 710, Chokan, Devness, Uncle B, PC Load Letter, VPR, and Chewy, 15 months. 15 months. Man, it's almost like, I can't believe it's been so long. It feels like I just saw you today or something, you know? Yeah, actually, yeah. Chewy came by to drop off a PCB for Zero Series TV. His partner at Max on Deck. So check that out. Yeah. So dropped off a PCB for the. I want to say not Meteor. Is it the Meteor? Like the 75%, the one orange. Is that the orange? I think so. And so please check out Max on Deck. If you haven't already, they're on Twitch and on YouTube. And they have their own Discord. Check that out. And we can go ahead with the unboxing. Alright. So today we have a Fjell Classic, because there's the Fjell Classic and then there's the Fjell Pro. And so you can see this box is pretty cool. This was their box with a clipper. And yes, I just have the box. So kind of a similar box design, right? Oh, there's nothing on the back though this time. Yeah, cost-cutting measures. Alright, so pretty nice red. So looks like the Hamon mod red. Let's check it out. And so I should be building this Friday. I have to check because it shipped a bunch of other parts, so we'll take a look afterwards. But for now, we'll check out the case. Look at that. Look at that. So, Fjell Classic 60. Man, I'm kind of scared to touch the brass. It looks bare I don't think it's coated, but maybe I'm wrong. I really don't think it's coated because you can see some prints of oils on there. I'm not sure. Let's see if I can find a link for it. Fjell Classic. Wow. This is not cheap at all. So it should come with a plate too. I'll have to see if the plate is in here. Mouse is fine, thank you so much. And you look crunchy. Okay, so this is the link. Let's take a look at it. Fjell mechanical keyboard kit, $360. Ooh, they have an ultramarine. Round 1 gray. Wait, what's the difference between round 1 gray and black? Okay, so it's pretty dark. Ooh, they have a deep purple. Man, that purple looks pretty good. Of course, these are just renders. Oh, so I think maybe this is no plate. Wait, the plate is just $10? Really? So you definitely want to buy the plate then, because why not, right? Oh, and then so you can pick whether or not you want the PCB. So the plate is just $10. The PCB is $60. Man, that is a big price difference. Okay, so lots of removable mounting points, USB adjustments. This is the improved Fjell. Oh, look at that. So you could take out the standoffs, make it flex more. New finishing process. With or without the 2 middle mounting points. Serial number to weight. Oh, so the 60 is actually the serial number. I thought it was just like maybe it was. It looked like a serial number, but because it's 60, I was like, maybe it's not a serial number. Maybe it's, you know, a 60%, so 60. Oh, but that's kind of cool though. If you got the number 60 for it, that's pretty cool. So this PCB is designed by Wilba. Most sought after features in a PCB. Okay, so it's got some flex cuts as well. So that's interesting. So weight without the keyboard installed, 4.4 pounds, and I can assure you this thing is heavy for 60%. Alright, so Rivet, welcome to the stream. I know, right? The plate just being $10. I think maybe they included in the price of the kit to begin with, like they made you know, about the same number, and then they're just like, you know, we've packed it all up with the plate. If you don't want the plate, we'll take $10 off. But you know, really they've calculated the price of the plate into the kit anyway. NGB, hey, take a 4.4 pound dump, man. That's actually a big reason why I started my stream late. So I made the mistake of eating something with dairy before a stream. I try to remember to not do that, but sometimes I, you know, I'm just like, yeah, but cheese is fucking amazing. And so I had a panini and it had cheese in it. And yes, that was not fun because, you know, you go to the bathroom and you think, okay, I'm done, I'm gonna stream, turn on the lights, you get everything ready, and then you're like, oh, we're not done. Yeah, and I just have to go back for round 2. Hey, Funzy. Well, hello, thank you for dropping by to say hi. Yeah, I hate when that happens. You know it's bad when you have to rush back to the bathroom and, you know, you go in, you hear the toilet still refilling. You know, it's not even done, right? It's not even completely reset yet, and you're back. Alright, so the Fjell Classic. See, oh my god, this thing is heavy. Number 60. And so it says it's got... Wait, so this is not the new and improved one? So I guess this is like the version before it, maybe? So it says Fjell Classic 60, but it doesn't have the removable... Oh, maybe it does. Maybe it doesn't. I don't think it does. Doesn't seem like it does. So there's a new version of this. So I wonder... So this is the Fjell Classic V1 or something like that? So not the newest one? I guess. I think maybe there were 3 rounds. I don't know. And yes. Sometimes you have a Dremel. Yeah, so maybe there was a... Maybe this was round 3 or 4, I don't know. Okay, so this seems like it was the round 3, maybe? Yeah. Round 3 sounds like it, so it is actually here. So, let's check it out. Dominatrix? Or DMX Tricks, welcome to the stream. Yeah, so this is the Geek Hack thread for, I believe this is what this is. See, the timeline will match up for this because it says shipping February 2019 or March 2019, and so, you know, seems like it. So this one, it is $299 plus shipping. Plate $30. Custom serial number, screws and high quality rubber feet. Exclusive packaging that can be used for freight and storage. Wow, exclusive packaging. Alright, so take this thing out. Yeah, this thing is super heavy. Crazy heavy. See, this is a assembled tofu with, although this one doesn't have a plate, but with keycaps and everything. 2 pounds 6 ounces, or about 1 kilogram, about almost 1.1 kilograms. Again, this is fully assembled with keycaps. And then the Fjell on its own, 1.9 kilograms for 4.2 ounces. Huh, so the classic, the new one is a little heavier? Because the new one is 4.4, right? Or did that include the plate? I don't know. Yeah, so quite a heavyweight. Alright, so let's check this out. This is actually my first time seeing a Fjell this close up. Well, actually, maybe not, but definitely the first time seeing this Fjell on stream. So I've seen a Fjell at meetups, but first time seeing it here. I actually have a 5 degree to compare it with if you want. I should have asked my friend for the DC60 to compare it with. I kind of forgot. Or, well, I didn't think about it until just today. I was like, man, I should have done that. Compare the DC60. Yeah, so check that out. So this, the crazy part is, so this was, I want to say, first sold over 2 years ago. It's been a while. So, and at the time, this was the 60% case to get. Right, for sure, the heaviest at the time. And at the time, one of the sleekest cases you could get. And this was back when, you know, everyone had a 60% tray mount keyboard. Now, people, you know, because there's so many group buys and, there are so many kits that are available these days, you could completely skip over a tray mount 60%, even though this used to be, the rite of passage for anyone getting into custom keyboards. You would start out with, just a regular ass mechanical keyboard. You get a Cooler Master or a Razer or a Corsair, whatever. And then you would get maybe an HHKB or a Poker. And then you would think, oh, I want to get I like the 60% layout. I'm going to get a custom one. And then you get, either something like the Fjell, or back then you'd have these other cases like the Weaven. And then what else did they have back then? I'm trying to remember some of the big name cases from back then. But yeah, just lots of tray mount ones. And so yeah, so everyone would do that before, they eventually would maybe get a TKL, because those were rare back in the day. Or, they'll get a duck keyboard, because those were starting to pop up, and a TX keyboard. Yeah, but before this, yeah, the hobby was exclusively just 60% tray mount boards. But now you've got options galore. Hammer case, that's the one I'm thinking of. The hammer case, yes, and the copy, yes.
Yeah.
Kitty Fans runs the tray mount game. Yes, absolutely. And I will explain shortly why they are still gonna be the kings of that for a while. And Puddle PS, welcome to the stream. Or is that Potle? As in Chipotle. Welcome. Good to see you here. You only dream of owning an N Pro. Man, those are the days. The times the simple people were way nicer. But yeah, so check that out. Let's check out the brass weight on the inside. You can see you've got the Fjell logo. So yeah, so maybe someone will want to just Dremel this thing off. So the brass actually extends quite far down. We could try to take it out. So you can see 60. So this is why I thought, oh, maybe that's not a serial number. Maybe that's just like on every one of these cases. Turns out no. Turns out Eansbury just got... Either he got really lucky or he paid extra to get this number. Oh, Lord. I'm always afraid whenever I see more than one sentence from Mouse is Fine. As Anthony drank 2 bottles of whiskey, his eyes turning white in drunken rage. He brought out his guns and began mowing down stabilizer guides that are incorrect. At the top of his lungs, he launches a verbal assault to accompany his weaponized one. Try everything and make your own conclusions? Try dying then and decide if that's the way to go. He stands in a puddle of blood as he regains consciousness. He feels his pants and notices they are wet. He pissed himself. However, upon further examination, so it's gonna be continued. I'm kind of afraid. Oh, this thing is heavy. Okay, so I have to be really careful with this part. I believe this is round 3. I believe. Dude, this thing... Okay, so this is why this thing is so heavy. Look at this big chunk of brass. So it's not just... You know what? I'm going to move this away so I don't drop this on there. So it is not just a thin sheet of brass. You can see that it's got these 4 L-shaped ridges that extend down. So yes, pretty thick. Can weigh this thing. It's on its own. So the brass piece alone is 1 pound 6 ounces. Whoops. 1 pound 6 ounces. which would be, you know, the weight of some 60% cases, maybe around there. Right, that's 637 grams. It's insane. Kind of wish I went on round 4, but oh well, I'm sure it won't be the last round. Yeah, and I mean, round 4 has some improvements, so hey, maybe round 5 will have another couple of improvements. Maybe, I don't know. I don't think so. You know, I think they probably want to go at least a couple of rounds before making changes. But yeah, so this is insane. You can see, so the whole case CNC through. So this is a big part of why it costs more than, you know, your regular 60% case, because making these cuts and then making sure that they are finished nicely on the inside, you know, it costs extra, especially the CNC if you want to cut it so deep through it. Yeah, because some people think, oh, I'm paying for less material, why does it cost so much? You know, they're cutting holes in it, you know, I'm paying for that. Actually, no. You're paying for the same amount of materials because it starts off from the same aluminum block. It's not a milled case, it's CNC'd, so it starts off from the same block of aluminum, and then it's just CNC, just cut through. It's nice to see that the new one has these two posts removed though. I think most people should quite like that. I like plateless builds. That's why my tofu over here with 060 is plateless. Right, so it flexes quite a bit. You can see that on camera. I think you can kind of see it. You can see the PCB moving downwards. See how this key follows it down? Yeah, so I like it this way. And Heartstones is here, as well as Abdullah. Look at the J80, that'd be my first PC mount build. Not sure what to expect in terms of softness. PC mount builds are nice, super nice, super incredible nice. I like plateless builds. Okay, so Fjell, and then let's check out the. So yeah, so we've checked out. Let's check out more of the corners and stuff, and then I will let you know what I think about the anodizing as well. So I will say one thing that's interesting is, so it has a textured finish. It is not a completely smooth finish. So textured finish does not mean it's bad. Some people mistake that. Some people think that, oh, if it is not completely mirror smooth, then it's bad anodizing. Not the way it works. You know, you could go with, you know, if you could pick between a smoother texture or a rougher texture. The thing is, of course, smoother texture is harder to achieve. If you want it to be nice and consistent, it's harder to achieve. But you know, I'd say most keyboard cases have a smooth finish, though with, you know, average to bad anodizing. And so something like the Duck keyboards, for example, amazing consistency with their anodizing, right? Almost flawless, but they have a very rough texture. Like, you know, the Duck Eagle that we built on stream, and all the other Duck boards, right? Anodizing pretty much perfect. You know, no inconsistencies, just a solid color all around, but it's got a rough texture. Pretty sure it's intentional, and actually feels pretty nice and looks really nice in person. Yeah, this one, so it's got a rough-ish texture, not as rough as the Duck Eagle. This feels more like a, what does this feel like? So this is definitely rougher than, say, the Tofu. Tofu is, you know, super smooth. This just has a kind of a grainy texture to it. So it actually still feels nice, and I actually prefer having texture on keyboard cases. I think it makes them feel more interesting. But the anodizing is not perfect. If I had to give this a score, I'd give it a. Oh man, especially looking at this, so you can see these. They're almost like stains, kind of. Do you see that? Okay, you can see that. See how these parts are whiter than the rest? So maybe someone really liked this case and left some stains on there. So you can see that. So it almost looks like watermarks, but they're not because you can't seem to wipe them off. They're part of the anodizing. And then it's got just small pitting all over as well. So I really don't know if you can see it. So it's kind of like... So if you don't think of... the texture actually reminds me of, just... human skin. Especially on the face. Right? So something like the tofu, for example, is like... When you use a Huawei phone or whatever, you take a self-portrait with the selfie mode or whatever, beautify or whatever, and then it smoothens everything out. And this one keeps all the textures there, as in not in a good way, yeah. Because it is not just, this time we're not just talking about the finish, this time it's the anodizing, there's just a lot of pits here and there. So yeah, so I think you can kind of tell, see how because if it's consistent, then these, you see these bits here and there, those would be consistent throughout, but you can see it's not consistent, right? Some parts are more concentrated than others. So yeah, so these are actually, yeah, just, you can see, yeah, so anodizing, I think 5 would definitely be the highest I can give it. I really don't think I can give it higher than 5. Which is a shame, because the case itself is very nice. CNCing is pretty good. The design is obviously nice. But yeah, there's the texture definitely. You can see that. So it is not consistent. That's the thing. And yeah, so it's like human skin when you go close up to the mirror. And of course, this is, even on an acne-free face, you go to the mirror, you can see just pits here and there. So it's kind of like that. Pores? Is that the word? Pores? Yeah. So just kind of throughout. So it is definitely not amazing anodizing, unfortunately. So we are a perfect candidate for Cerakoting though. So hey, maybe that's what you could do. Hi Abdallah, no, we'll be doing something today. If you look at the title, it should tell you what we're doing today. So it says unboxing. So Mondays we just do unboxings. Fridays we do builds. So last Friday, it was a bit different. Last Friday we did an unboxing and a build. So today we're just gonna do an unboxing. Monday streams are pretty much only just unboxings. Yeah, so you can see anodizing definitely just not perfect. This is actually it's actually been a while since I saw anodizing that's not great. I think that overall a lot of I've been seeing at least 6s. This is at most a 5. I really can't give it more than a 5 because it's got a lot of actual problems. We're not talking like some color matching or whatever. You can see I don't know if you can see the line across. Yeah, just pitting here and there. It's really hard to show, huh? You'd have to see it in person to what I'm talking about. Because on camera, it's hard to see because of the reflections and stuff. Okay, I think you can kind of see. You can see they're kind of like dimmer or darker spots. Really, really fine though, just speckles or specks. Yeah, but those stains are pretty obvious, I'd say. See. It's the worst anodizing I've seen. Good question, actually. The TGR 910 black and purple is definitely close. That's like definitely bottom of the barrel shit. I think that might actually be the worst, just because it definitely looked like it should have failed quality control, but it still arrived, and yes, basically B-Lock says that's correct. We built a no-bar force before. No, I haven't. Although I have seen quite a few of those at meetups and stuff. I personally don't have any interest in those. I'm not a big fan of the design and the sound. I like the idea. And so Dusu also says nice, but not $300 nice in my opinion. Yeah, so I think, like I said, you're paying for. I think that the round 4 is definitely an interesting one where these are removable, and then like I said, you're paying for the CNCing more than just the anodizing. The CNCing is definitely not cheap for this, just because of you have to cut through it, and you have to CNC the brass as well. Yeah, but would I pay $300 for this? I wouldn't. Then again, I'm not a I don't use 60% very much, and I'm not absolutely crazy for this design. But if you really like the design, you like 60%, might be worth it. But we'll say it's still nicer than the DC60. I like it more than DC60. Compared to the 5 degree, this actually here. Let me bring the 5 degree out. 8 degree angle seems pretty aggressive. I think 8 degree now is kind of the standard. 7 and 8 kind of the standard now. So I think that's the angle for chair profile keycaps. HHKB Tofu coming Wednesday. You have no cable or keycaps. No cable is kind of whatever, because cables you can buy from Amazon or something. No keycaps though. You could buy from Amazon too, just buy a tie house set or something. I've used half plates and PC plates before. Fancy, I think you would quite like the plateless setup. I think so. I like them more than half plates. That's for sure. Such as you have on the Tofu. So these are round 1 Zillios on the Tofu, Trainer Gamer. Yankees beat Sox both games in Great Britain. Yeah, but it's not in the US. Those don't count, dude. It's the brass rough. So the brass is sandblasted. I think you should be able to see that on camera. You can see it's sandblasted. But I don't believe it's coated. Because you can see there's some oils already. I think that's fine though. I think especially for inner weights, I really don't mind it. If you ask me, I actually prefer unfinished brass to polished PVD coated brass. I'm not a big fan of the PVD gold coated polished weights or plates or whatever. I think they look kind of tacky and gaudy. Some can be nice, but a lot of them end up. You know what they look like? They look like gold-colored plastic. Is what they look like. If you guys remember that Reddit thread. Yeah. Okay. So this is the. Yeah. This is the 5 degree. Actually, I should probably go ahead and take this one out. Mr. Patrov, hey. Good to see you here. Lost in 11 degrees. Yeah, 11's way too much for me. I cannot deal with 11. Right now, how many degrees is this keyboard? Oh, this one's 8. What about this one? This one goes up to 11. I haven't seen that movie, even though that scene I always remember that one scene, but yeah, I still have not seen that movie. What is it even called? I don't remember the name. They don't know what I'm talking about? No, we're talking about the amps that go to 11. Sure, what it's called. It's a classic. It's a classic. Yes, Spinal Tap. Yes, absolutely. Also, hello, Sleepsin. Lovely to be here, says Mr. Pashoff. Love your streams. Well, I love having people like you over here. How's everybody's Monday going? I know those of you in the those of us in the U.S. short work week for many of us, right? I hope so. I know some, obviously will still have to work over the 4th of July weekend, and then some people still have to show up on Friday. I think a lot of people have to show up on Friday, so that sucks. Oh no. Another screw in here. Yes. And I dropped one somewhere. There we go. Set the inside. Hofte, welcome. Already worked 16 hours this week and work 42 more. GG. That is a GG. 58-hour work week? That's insane. Oh wow, what the hell happened here? You see this thing? So this one actually belongs to a friend. What the hell is that? What the hell is that? I should probably wash my hands afterwards. Sat to Bougie. Welcome to the stream. Says make sure you get some rest in between. Worked 60 hours last week and got sick. Yeah, 58 is crazy. Well, I hope that means a nice, or a nicer than normal paycheck. And I hope you get to take a break, next week, maybe like just get to sleep in or something. Yeah, that's not the only stain on here. You can see there's another stain here. Yeah, so I gotta be careful. Yeah, so this one was 4.2 or 4 pounds and 2 ounces, or is it 4.2? I don't even remember now. I think 4.2, right? So, oh god. Yeah, 4 pounds 3 ounces for this one, for the Fjell. And then the 5 degree from KBD fans, not even 2 pounds. So 1 pound 10 ounces. So that means, damn it, I hate the goddamn imperial system. So yeah, so 745 grams. This is 19. So about 2.5 times the weight. It's pretty insane. So yeah, so you can see the design, some of the design differences. Let me see if I can zoom in over here. I think it's definitely fair to say that the 5 degree was probably inspired by the Fjell. Definitely a copy though, you can see that they are quite different. Right, the Fjell has more angles and it's just a wackier look. Right, so they're both kind of different thing. This is actually called the diamond case in China instead of 5 degree. You can see this is the Fjell's way chunkier. The Fjell definitely is really impressive. I think it's for sure one of my favorite 60% tray mount cases. I think it's hard to beat. I don't know that many other tray mount 60% cases that I like more than the Fjell. I don't know if it's my absolute favorite one. Definitely up there. Bees in a trap, hey. 1 pound more, like 1 sterling pound. Picked up because I bought new keycaps and new Mac cable for my keyboard. Got to make up. Well, there you go. At least it's there's a material reward, tangible, very tangible reward. Should get a little bit, but the government just takes more when I work more. That is unfortunately the case. Is it M2 I can give you a link to the screws that I have. So these black hex screws, I like these hex screws. I much prefer them to the regular Phillips head screws for 60% cases. So I can give you a link to that. You don't have, obviously you don't have to buy these because it's a pack of 100, but it should have the size on there. Let me see. Yeah, so M2 by 4 millimeters is what they are. Oh, I guess I could take out the... Okay, so let me tag you, Bees in the Trap. So these are the ones that I use. I love you. Set to Bougie. Thank you for the Twitch Prime sub. I really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. First time on stream and already sub. Thank you. Yeah, why? You know, I hate that sometimes when I touch things that look suspect, you know, look a bit filthy. You know, you get that placebo feeling that you're like, oh man, my hands are kind of itchy. You know what? I'm gonna do that. Maybe this is why some people end up being OCD. You know. You know, even if your hands are completely fine, your mind's like, no, they don't feel right. Okay, so let's check out what else came with the Fjell. So most likely we're gonna build this on Friday if we have all the stuff ready. I'm gonna bring the rest of the stuff out. So all came in this nice big box. Bowman Doran, welcome to the stream. Said DC60. Actually, I don't like the DC60. My friend, I actually mentioned that I should have asked my friend for a DC60 just so we could compare because she's not using a DC60. Although I didn't think about it until today. I was like, man, I should have asked for that. You know, just to compare both of those on stream. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of DC60 in terms of the design. I actually like the 5 degree more than the DC60 in terms of looks. The DC60 just looks like, this looks like a flattened Fjell. Like, I like the Fjell, I like the 5 degree. DC60 is kind of in terms of looks, but value, of course. You know, of course, DC60 is better value. I'm not gonna argue against that. Got some stuff here. I believe this should be the plate and PCB. Got some lube and stabilizers. I'm trying to make sure I'm not leaving anything out. It's like a more elegant Fjell. See, that's what I don't agree with, I think. See, let me look at the DC60. I think that it ends up actually looking too edgy, gamery. So yeah, so, and again, of course, you know, it's all opinions, right? I mean, I think yours is wrong, but at the end of the day, yeah, all opinions. Yeah, I don't like. I just think, and then the bezels here on the top face are chunkier too compared to this. See, these are thinner, whereas on the DC60 you can see chunkier here, and then and then the side profile, I don't like it as much. You know, I think that this taper is just, just kind of too sharp and gamery. Whereas this one, I don't think anyone would call it gamery, because of how chunky it looks. It definitely is not gamery. It's not very aerodynamic. Yeah, so for me, it's more just the Fjell looks like its own thing. The 5 degree looks like its own thing as well. And then DC60 just kind of looks like, the thing is, of course, because the Fjell existed first. So it looks like just a copy of the Fjell. KVS, hey, how's it going? Just ordered a silver version from the group buy. The Fjell? Alright, see what do we have? Okay, so we do have the brass plate for it. Ooh, wow, this is a fixed plate. That is nice. So this is actually from Laser Boost. That's pretty cool. Man, I should get myself my own custom plate. Yeah, so sandblasted brass. I don't know if this is coated or not, so yeah, I actually don't know. Although it's picking up fingerprints really easily, so can't really tell. But yeah, but that's neat. Wait, are these? Are these cutouts for PCB mount? Yeah, I think these are plate mount cutouts. Oh no. Oh no. Because I don't think I got any plate mount. Oh no! This might not even happen this Friday because these don't look like PCB mount cuts. And I don't know if I have plate mount stabilizers on hand. I know I used to, but I remember using them for something. Yeah, I am quite sure these are plate mount cuts instead of PCB mount. Oh, but okay, see, so I definitely don't have a full set of plate mount, but I do have some. So wait, no, maybe they are. No, yeah, see, look at this. This is definitely plate mount, and so the stabilizers I got are screw-ins, so we can't actually use these. So This is like Rick. Hey, how's it going? And Hofty says, I really want to buy GMK Skeletor keycaps. I can't find them anywhere. GMK Skeletor. I used to have GMK Skeletor, so a long time ago. Yeah, so these are plate mount. You know what? I'm gonna message Eamesbird real quick to let him know. Okay, so this plate has cutouts for plate mount stabilizers only. Okay, so hopefully that gets sorted out. NGB says, I love cherry plate mount stabs. I don't know if I prefer one over the other. Because the thing about plate mount stabilizers is that the wire is still... You still have to desolder your board to remove the... Actually, hold on. Maybe you could try to pull the wire out. I can't remember. It's been a long time since I used plate mount stabilizers. Yeah, you should have desoldered the whole board, right? Just to get the stabilizer out. So it doesn't really solve anything. Jesus, these cutouts are tight as hell. No, you just had to desolder the... Not the whole board, sorry. You just had to desolder the single switch. So I guess that is an advantage for sure. Instead of having to desolder the entire board. So, actually, yeah, if you ask me, I think plate mount's better. Yeah, strictly speaking. Yeah, so that's going to be an issue, but the plate itself is pretty nice. Let's try out the fit on these things. Let's grab a... So this is a vintage black switch, I believe. Wow, that is a nice... Nice fit, that's for sure. So yeah, so maybe check out Laser Boost. There's some neat stuff. Yeah, so this is the plate we're using, but of course, again, unfortunately, might not have to stabilize it for it. These are switches. Are these holy pandas? Yes, Inver pandas. Wait, no, this is just the... Yes. Yeah, so these switches fit very, very tightly in here. Yeah, and I believe I have to swap the springs out for 62 gram springs. It'll be fun. Is that Jirac or is that a hard G or soft G? Welcome to the stream. I know we just spoke earlier today. Duke Nate is also here. How's it going? Like an OJ glove? Oh no. JMK Skeletor has to be one of the OG sets. Oh yeah, it was a long time ago. Boy 314, 314 says my thumbs die in the process of putting holy pandas into my canoe plate. Oh no. Yeah. Some plates and switches don't work very nicely together. It's why I don't charge a completely flat rate for builds because you know, some builds the parts will work perfectly, and so I'm not gonna charge extra for that. You know, the parts are gonna work perfectly. You know, you can do the build pretty fast, and then some builds terrible. Just things just take forever. You know, you have to maybe file the sand some parts down. And unfortunately, yeah, not a lot of respect for standards in this hobby. That is the unfortunate situation. People just kind of do whatever. Dumbest time for clicking all those likes on Anthony's YouTube videos. Look at this guy trying to win the next giveaway. Is that Jirac? 4 months! Thank you. Thank you. Why'd you press like your thumb and not index finger? Maybe he does it on his phone? Maybe? Okay, so this is the PCB. What is this PCB? Is this a DC60? I'm gonna assume that's what it is, although I might be wrong because I don't remember the DC60 being this shiny. Yeah, I wonder what PCB this is actually. You know what? I'm gonna check. Dylan says, oh, there's some used vintage Ellen Admonds Oxfords. Just got done cleaning up. What? Whoa, we need a picture. What the hell? Okay, so let me look this up. What is the PCB? Let me see. Yeah, I wonder, is there a name for it? I'm gonna assume it's just because of the layout. Although it might be a DO60 maybe. You know what? It might actually be a... Does anyone know what this could be? Shiny guy's painted plastic. You know what? I think it's a DO60 maybe. Or no, maybe it's DC. Yeah, it should be a DC60. Oh, you know what? Maybe... You know what? I'm not sure anymore. And the PCB is bigger than... Wow, this is so weird. So the PCB is actually longer than... I don't know if you can see that. It's deeper than the DZ60, for example. Look at that. See how it sticks out a bit more? Is that the ARC PCB? Maybe that's what it is? I have no idea. I don't recognize this. This is compared to a Sprit or MK PCB. See again. Definitely not it. Not the. Huh. Okay, now the important question is, does it fit? Answer is yes. Yeah, so yeah, I do not recognize what PCB this is. I really don't. I got an instant 60 this week and I'm loving it. Instant 60. Was the build as easy as just adding water? Was it Canon keys? Canon keys instant 60 PCB. So hot swap RGB. Seems cool. No, okay, so look at this thing. Okay, so you've gone through the trouble of making it Sangan. Right? No, is that the ANSI one? Oh, that's the ANSI one. So there's a Sangan one as well. Okay, that's good. Oh no, split backspace? Why? God damn it. Oh, ew. Two of the switches have the RGB LEDs on the top. What in tarnation? Because of the USB cutout? You turn off the LEDs? Okay. Split backspace is live, Anthony, so I split right shift. We're getting on so well. No, the thing is about split backspace is that it sounds like a good idea. For me, it's not just because I'm used to... Because I hit backspace with my ring finger instead of my pinky. It's of course terrible form. Right, but my pinkies are just complete shit. So I hit it with my ring finger instead of my pinky. Right? Because, you know, it's kind of a stretch to... Oh, whoops, you can't see that. Accidentally. See, so I do the ring finger instead. And this is more satisfying, right? Like if I'm rage backspacing, you know, like, you know, it's like the third time you're punching in your password and, you know, you swear to God you put it in right, but then they still say it's incorrect. You know, so... You know, with the pinky is just, you know, it's like, what the hell? You're typing, and then you do this. So I just do this instead. And so because I'm so used to using my ring finger, when I tried it over here, at first I thought, wow, this is great, and then I stretch as far. Actually, I'm stretching more. And because, you know, I still use my ring finger. And so what I end up doing is when the backspace is here, see how my wrist just stays stationary? Because I can reach there just fine doing this. But when I put it to the tilde key, or the pipe, not tilde, the pipe key, my wrist twists a little bit. See how my whole hand moves a little bit to the right? And so after a week or two of doing this, I realized that my right wrist was just hurting. And I know it wasn't because of, you know, a fat marathon, a fat baton, because, you know, I'm kind of ambidextrous that way. But yeah, so I for a while I thought, man, well, you know, I thought it was my mouse maybe, but I'm like, no, that's not right. And then I realized, yeah, it was because of my keyboard. I realized that, you know, from just long sessions of typing, just doing this really ended up fucking up my right hand. So it's like, oh, I guess I'm stuck. Because I recognize that split backspace looks nicer on a 60%, right? Like, I'm gonna acknowledge that. I absolutely agree, it looks better, right? It's symmetrical, looks great. And, you know, again, you have an extra key, so it makes sense. But unfortunately, it doesn't make sense for me. And, you know, At the end of the day, keyboards are, you know, I know some people who would buy a keyboard and then change their behavior to fit the keyboard. So that's not something I do. You know, I buy shit to fit my use case, not the other way around. You know, I'm not gonna change how I type just to use something. Press space with index. Okay, now you're fucked up, dude. Now I actually know a lot of people who press space with index. It blows my mind. What switches and a chocolatier board? So KVS, who was it that asked the same question? Trin the Gamer also asked. So this is a plateless build. It's a 060 build. And this has round 1 Zillios. Or Zillio V1, not round 1. V1. Even building my key count number 1 Rev 1 we're still back to. Wait, you got a key count number 1 Rev 1? What? What? When did this happen? Oh, so it is the new DT60. Actually, yes. So it is the new DT60. So thank you, Mouse is fine. Yeah. So this PCB we figured it out because I just didn't recognize this. So it turns out this is the newer version of DT60. I wish they would just make I would wish they'd just make one with less supported layouts. I would really appreciate that. I just want a nice PCB that I can use for a plateless build. That's all I want. That's all I'm asking for. Piso letter says ring finger for my furious backspacing. Exactly. Using the pinky, you just can't. You know. It's like, you know, it's like if you're. You know, you don't finger bang with your pinky, right? That's just weird. You're not really if you can't splooge without touching yourself, without being hard. Oh, no. But yeah, so this is the new DT60. This is the Rev 3 DT60. So Mouse is fine, got it right. Some of them pay when they won their raffle spot at New York KeyCon. I got the re-raffle spot. Nice! Damn, dude, we had no idea. What color did you get? 3 different switches. I'm planning to do cream housing, retool black stem, and GAT yellow housing. Should I change anything? Wait. Oh, GAT yellow spring. Okay, so I will say one thing right now. With the most recent build I did, I was not impressed with that batch of Gateron yellow springs. So those were Gateron yellows that I bought from KD Fans. The housings seem nicer, but they didn't seem very consistent. And so on the key count number 1 Rev 1, because I used vintage blacks for that one, but those springs were Gateron yellow springs. So we were actually most likely going to swap those springs out because they weren't very consistent. And so we're actually going to swap them out for either 62 or 65 gram springs. So I use chopsticks like a knife and fork. And this is why they'll never accept you, Guilo. Did they call you Guilo? Boyd 314 says, I think everyone uses ring for regular backspace. Jirac TV says, I use a plank and still do it with my ring finger. So okay, does anyone here use their pinky then? Because you're supposed to use your pinky, right? Or am I wrong about this? Oh, what thing is it? Use pinky? That's what I thought. Retaught myself touch typing after many years of poor form. I use pinky now, says Mr. Patrick. Oh, look at Mr. Fancy Pants over here. So what's your words per minute now? I have been stuck at around 110 longest time. I think my peak is just 140 something. I don't think I've typed higher than 150. But yeah, my poor form is definitely limiting, you know, how fast I can type. But the problem is because, you know, my typing speed is still fast, you know, still quite a bit faster than average. And, you know, it's good enough. Definitely not the best, but it's definitely good enough. So, the few times I've tried to touch type properly, I just, as in the proper touch typing, I would just get annoyed. Like, man, you know, I'm so used to typing at, you know, above 100, and now I'm going back down to like 40 or 50. I quadruple your plank speed. Oh wow. Went from 70 to 105. Very nice. See, above 100, you're fine. You know, like, you really don't need to type that much faster for the most part. Because at that point, you know, your brain is a bit slower than that, at least for me. Maybe. You know, but I mean, of course, if you're transcribing or something, then, you know, of course, the faster you can type, the better. But most of the time, you know, you're typing and, you know, you can type really fast, but most of the time you're gonna stop to think about what to type next anyway. Be Asian, so you're blessed with the reflexes of a fighter pilot. Only the reflexes, but not the eyesight. That's why you don't see a lot of Asian pilots. Clap your hands. That's so sad. Why do you press like with your thumb and hold on. Let's see. I can't even reach your pinky. Yeah, and you know, I'm sure you have bigger hands than I do. My hands are not very big. He lost it. I'm stuck at 66. Well, get good. Get good, you noob. I can't consistently think as fast as I can type. Exactly, that's my problem. I mean, I have terrible writer's block to begin with. And so, you know, I can't type that much faster than... Honestly, I think my typing speed matches my thinking speed for the most part, I think. When it comes to writing, I don't think I can... Use blank DSA caps. That helped me improve tons, to be honest. I recommend that. Man, practicing typing on DSA caps, that is some fucking masochistic shit. I would not do that to myself. Holy fuck. I don't like typing on DSA. So yeah, so that is insane. If you can type fast on DSA, I'm sure you can type even faster on Cherry Profile. Cherry Profile is a crutch. Okay, so we got the PCB, we got the Fjell, the switches. So it really depends on when the stabilizers arrive. If they don't arrive this week, then unfortunately I don't think we can build it this Friday. So that's kind of a problem. You gotta type out the word at the same time you pronounce it in your head. Man, I wish I didn't read out every word in my head. Because apparently, you know, you could read way faster if you just don't read it out in your... You don't verbalize in your head. I know good handwriting. You had to fail in the hobby as a typist. See, my handwriting can go from absolute dog shit to amazing, depending on what I'm working on. As in, it's not like I have to intentionally write very well. You know, so if I'm taking notes that I actually intend on reading, then I will actually write it pretty nice. But my standard handwriting would be something like that. See, that's kind of my standard handwriting. And then if I write fast, then it's just terrible. Let's see. Do I have anything here? Yeah, but for timestamps and stuff, you know, I'll clean up my handwriting just a little bit. Yeah, but definitely not amazing. Is this a family show? Absolutely. I'm around 80 touch typing unless I'm pissed and it goes up to 100. Yeah, but the thing is your typos also go up when you're angry. Should I not use a gas springs and use something else? It depends. I can't assure you of what would be good. I'm just telling you that before this, I've had pretty good experiences with Gathering Yellow Springs, but for the build that I just did on Friday, I just wasn't impressed. Show your signature that usually win fast. Ha! Good try. Yeah, typos are kind of sad though, especially when you're angry. You know, you're trying to argue with someone online and you make a typo. It's like when you're having a shouting match, you're arguing with someone and then your voice breaks, cracks. It's just never a good look. Okay, so let's put this back in the box. I'm kind of concerned. I don't know if this will happen this Friday anymore, because even if they order the stabilizers now, you know, it won't arrive until next week or so. So we'll see how it goes. Fjell is pretty nice. Pretty nice. Okay, so guess that's it for now. Let me know if you guys have any other questions. Yeah, I will let you all know about whether the build is gonna happen this Friday. It really depends on the stabilizer situation. I'll try to see if I can find any more plate mount stabilizers. I really don't think so. I am quite convinced I used them for another project a while back. What's your desert island watch? Oh, so as in, if I were stuck in a desert island somewhere, what watch would I want to have? Could it be any watch? Literally any watch? Are you into miniatures? Like Warhammer or Lord of the Rings? I mean, I quite like midgets, but unfortunately no. Although when I was younger, I definitely was interested in them. You know, just back in Malaysia, and then, you know, everything. If miniatures are already expensive here, they are way more expensive in Malaysia. So I saw the price. I'm yeah, fuck that. I'm not doing that. And so unfortunately I don't. And then, you know, now, you know, I got back into Lego, so when I do have extra money that I'm not spending on keyboard things or on computer stuff or on shoes, and then I'm spending it, and food, then I'm spending it on Lego. The term is mini girls. Okay, so literally any watch. Okay. Then I am going to get a Graph Diamonds hallucination. $55 million. See, it's absolutely hideous. So no one's gonna judge me because I'm stuck on the deserted island. But I can rest easy knowing that I drained the world's economy of 55 million basically. And, you know, it's just a nice, you know, I give it for, you know, like, and if I get saved, you know, I could have a really nice life afterwards. See, I'm thinking ahead. It's almost like handwritten. Oh god. Bug Whisper, hey. NGB said I'm spending it on all the goddamn people in this house. Oh man. Oh man. It's not gonna get better when your daughter gets to college age. Oh boy. Looks like a jar of sweets. Yes, a very expensive jar of sweets. Very, very expensive. So yeah, so let me know if you guys have any other questions. So if not, I'm gonna look for someone to raid. Oh, you know what? Brick and Nick is actually streaming on a Monday night, so that's where we're gonna go. Cause we raided Shay Roz recently, we raided Mr. Rologist recently, so we're gonna go to Brick and Nick. So he does Lego, and he is kind of the biggest Lego streamer on Twitch. No further questions. You're dismissed. Terrible. You did not learn anything in class. Monsters Fine says, to that I learned just because I get aroused to pictures of Anthony weighing keyboards doesn't mean I have to share it. Yeah, you don't really have to share it. You should though. Yeah, so thank you everyone for being here. Let's see. So new follows, we've got Pottle or Potle PS, and subs and resubs. Chewy, Set to Bougie, and Jirac TV. I'll see you guys. I hope y'all have a great rest of the week. If you guys are traveling for 4th of July weekend, I hope y'all stay safe. Don't blow any fireworks up in your hands. Just be very safe. I hope you have a great time with your families. And I will see you guys on Friday, most likely. Oh no, work. Yeah, so Bug Whisper, NGV, PC, Load Letter, Set to Bougie, Jirac TV, Mouse is Fine, Chokehan. Oh, please don't forget to check out Chokehan. Those of you who just tuned in today, please, please, please go to YouTube and smash that subscribe button. And fireworks. Okay. Yes, I will see you guys next time. Have a good week.